Hello, everyone. Am I audible? Can you use the chat box? All right. So I heard from the DataMites team that our success story um, candidate, Shreya, has some technical issue. She's trying to join. So we'll wait for some time before that happens. Okay. I'll be on the hold as well. In the meantime, if you have any questions, anyway, my time is reserved. I'm going to spend another 5-10 minutes on this call. So you can ask any questions related to careers or data science or whatever relevant questions. So DataMites team is trying to get in touch with the student to see if she can get onboarded to this call. Okay. Shreya, are you on the call? Or anyone from DataMites team, please confirm. Hello? In the meantime, we have people joining from across the world, people from Pakistan, people from Australia, people from, yeah. Hello, everyone. From Nigeria, Botswana, Nepal. Okay. So I just announced that Shreya Hemant has some technical issues to log in. She's trying, and DataMites team is trying to work with her. It seems she is also not she's out of town. I'm also out of town. I'm actually in a countryside, a beautiful place. I'd like to show. So this is going to be my future of working. Really hoping that I will work here from kind of like regularly. This is just a 2 day trip to my family gathering over here. All right, good. So let's take this opportunity. I'll just introduce some details about Shreya before she joins. I just got a profile from DataMites. Okay, so Shreya has done a certified data science course from July 2022. That's her batch. And then she has done multiple capstone projects. Before that, she is a software engineer. She has about few months of experience into software development. It's actually near to 1 year experience of software development. And that's it. Before that, she was a trainee for 3 months. So she has nearly 1 year of experience as a software developer. And she graduated from Birla Institute of Technology from India. And then, essentially, she's into Bachelor of Information Science and Engineering. So she is from IT background. Her engineering is IT, and then worked as a developer for 1 year, and then did a course from DataMites from July 2022 to it's 8 months course. So I assume it was completed around February and March. So within 3 months, I think within a month, DataMites placement team has scheduled a few interviews for her, and finally she got placed into Simpel, which is one of our company we work with very closely. We have done projects with them as well. All right. So she joined as a data analyst over there. Yeah, I think she is from Australia. She's currently working in Australia. So that's her profile. And we're gonna still wait for some more time for her to join. In the meantime, if you have any questions coming from other channels, which our this particular session is streamed, please let me know. You can copy paste it. I'll take the answer. I'll answer the questions. Suchi has a question. She joined as a data analyst or a business analyst. She joined as a data analyst. Business analyst, we can know what here. Well, data analyst, business analyst is more or less same. In fact, the kind of work they do is also similar. The technical difference, I would say, in fact, most of the companies interchangeably call the business analyst and data analyst. But if you really look into the subtle differences, business analysts have more business information. For example, if you're working in retail, so if you want to be a business analyst, you need to have a sound knowledge about the retail industry, the area you're working on. If you're working on the supply logistics, if you're working on the customer related distribution or product clustering, those kind of things, you need to have a good, you're supposed to have a bit of more business knowledge as a business analyst compared to the data analyst. Data analysts are purely data folks. So generally, any data that you give, they work with coming up with the analysis insights based on the data itself. The webinar says data analyst. Her role profile says business analyst, and she's been working 4 months with the Simpel Techlabs Private Limited. All right. Shivam, how much time do we need to spend ideally for beginners on Python for better understanding? It's one of the commonly asked questions, Shivam. 1 month is ideal. 1 month is ideal, and some people get a hang of it in a few weeks. Some people may take 3 weeks more than 1 month. Typically, if you have absolutely no coding background, roughly 1 month is what we say to get a hang of Python from a data science perspective. So if you want to become a Python developer, it would be 6 months, because Python developer is a different thing. So if you want to become a Python software developer, you need to really understand all the nitty-gritties of application development. If you want to become if you want to get a comfort with Python to do data science, that's a different story. So mostly you'll be learning essential Python and data science related package, NumPy, Matplotlib, Pandas, sklearn, and other things. So it's relatively easy if you are preparing Python for data science. For a developer, it takes about 4 to 6 months. Okay. Have questions coming in the chat. Oh, we have people from Macedonia, Uganda. It's very nice. Okay. How do we get started with AI from Ajay? Should I self-learn, then join a course? Ajay, it's up to you, right? A lot of people learn basic Python and join the course. You do not have to learn the other things. Like if you don't want to venture yourself into machine learning, if you plan to join an AI course, I would say join an AI course, because most of the AI courses start or assume that you don't have any prior knowledge, right? And you can actually prepare later, right? If once you're in the middle of the course, you will get a lot of weeks of gaps in between the modules, because AI course itself is about 8 to 9 months. So it's like a complete master course, most of the 1 year master course times. So you will add a lot of time. So if you're serious about it, I would say you should join a course, then self-study, because it shortens your time to market. Another question, how much time we need to spend on Python for better understanding for beginners? I think I answered this question, right? Sudeep has a question. I'm from non-IT background. Can I study data analytics? Yes, Sudeep. I think if you look at the previous success stories, I would have mentioned many times, more than 50% of the people who are moving into data analytics are coming from non-data, non-IT background. So you are the majority of it. You can easily switch. It takes about 4 to 5 months for data analytics. And if you want to pursue from DataMites, the course name would be Certified Data Analyst, CDA. CDA, Certified Data Analyst. So you can ask about the details about this person. To find it from I have a question from Rahman. These are Jihas. The question is, she is from IT background. What about this business background, sir? Yeah, so she is from IT background, but most of the people, like if you look at past 5-6 success stories in last few weeks, we have done at least 5 to 6 success stories. I think majority, I would say 70%, 60 to 70% who are studying in DataMites are not from IT background. So IT background is not required. If you have a bit of programming knowledge, you are saving few weeks of time. It's easy for you. You can focus more on machine learning. But that's not really a problem. So most people who are coming to transition to data science or data analyst course are from non-IT background. Rahman, okay. So Mohit from medical background, can I study? Yeah, Mohit, again, medical field is something which a lot of people who have done the bachelor's in medicine, like MBBS in India, equivalent in other countries. I hope you're from India. Mohit Sharma is an Indian name. So I'm assuming that you're from India. So if you have completed your MBBS, I see a significant number of people who don't want to go for the clinical work, like being a doctor, attending patients directly. They want to get into analytics and more the research side. They are pursuing data science, and that is also a mainstream now. So from bachelor's in medicine, you can directly get into research and more analytic side of healthcare. That's a good track. Mohammed has a question. I'm currently a project manager in IT company. What kind of courses should I take for managing a new AI team in a company? So if you're already a project manager, right, you do not have to get too technical, Mohammed. There is a course called as Data Science for Managers. I don't know the frequency of the courses being launched, and also there is a certification from IABAC. Let me see if that is there. Data Science for Managers. Yeah, I think this one. This course, I think DataMites also has that. You can check the frequency of the batches being hosted by DataMites. I think at least once in 2 months there is a batch for this. So this is specifically for project managers and other managers. Okay, so you can pursue this. Okay, that's my message. Sorry, she's here to reply. No, she has a problem with internet, so probably this message is also not going through. All right. Let me see what else we have. Could you promote her to panelist? Oh, she joined. Okay. Where is she? DataMites team, could you please confirm whether she joined? Because I got a message saying, could you promote her to panelist?
Yes, sir, she joined.
Okay. All right, 1 second. Let me see. She should be joining the name, right? So I'm looking for that. Shreya Hemant, right? I did promoted her to panelist. Hey, Shreya.
Hello, sir.
Okay. See if we can switch on your video. I made you host temporarily.
Yes, sir. Sorry for the delay. I was having some internet issues and I was traveling as well.
No problem. I was answering some questions. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So as she joined, I will hold the Q&A section, right? So whatever questions you have, you put already there. I will take it after Shreya's interaction. Okay. This is Shreya's success story. So we'll resume with her success story. Shreya, you should be able to put on the video if you're comfortable. Let me know.
Actually, so I'm traveling, so and also have an internet issue. So yeah, I won't be able to turn on the camera.
No problem. That's fine. Reclaiming it. Shreya, then please go ahead and introduce yourself, your journey from being a software engineer. I did your introduction because you were not there. Please go ahead again.
Yeah. Okay. So, hello everyone. I'm Shreya Hemant, and I've done my graduation in information science and engineering. And after graduation, I worked in Accenture as an application development associate for a period of 1 year, and switched into a full stack development role in a startup. As I was always fascinated by data science in that field, so I wanted to take up a course. That's when I came across DataMites, and I took up a course in DataMites and also did an internship with them. So because of their placement assistance and all that, I got a business analyst role in Simpel Techlabs, in which currently I'm working. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I see that you're already a developer, which means you're good with development before taking this course, right?
Yeah, I had an intermediate knowledge about development.
That's very good. But how is a Python? What do you think if someone from non-development background wants to get into data science or data analyst roles? How
Yeah.
difficult do you think it would be from a Python?
Well, I think it is an easier language to learn compared to other programming languages, as it does not have any, more complicated syntax or, languages or specific keywords. So I think it is comparatively easier to the other programming languages, and I think it'll be a good journey for non-programmers as well. They'll enjoy learning Python.
Great. So, how was your other areas? Of course, your development, so you will not have any difficulty in that. How is statistics when you're studying, pursuing this course? How was the statistics? How tough what is? How much time it took to learn statistics?
Well, I can say statistics is a tricky subject. So I also, it was also interesting and tricky at the same time. So I had to spend a little more time on statistics, but I'm not sure others might find it easier than I did. So yeah.
Based on the background. All right. How long you took to get a hang of statistics? How many weeks, if you remember?
I think around 1 to 2 weeks were required for me at least, because certain concepts were, difficult for me to understand. So I had to go through them again. And also, I think I remember asking many doubts on statistics to my mentor as well.
Who was the mentor?
Kalpana ma'am.
Okay, wonderful. All right. Okay. And coming to machine learning, how did you find machine learning?
Machine learning was pretty interesting to me for all the about all the algorithms as well. We had just an introduction about machine learning in college, but we did not go into depth. Here, it was actually interesting to learn about all the different algorithms and how we implemented it using all the different data sets. So I enjoyed machine learning, to be honest.
Okay. So overall, it was about 4 months to 5 months of 4 months of learning, isn't it? And then you went into projects and internship phase.
Yes, sir.
All right. What are the projects you have done it in that phase 3, which is internship and projects phase? What kind of projects you have chose?
So we did a heart disease project and also one on deep learning for the rice leaf disease.
That's the CNN, computer convolution neural network code, right?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. All right, cool. So, yeah, coming to the placement, is it your first job, Simpel, or did you have previous interviews before Simpel?
I attended, I think, 2 interviews before. But after that, I got a job in Simpel.
Any learning from the first 2 interviews which you could not clear?
Not as such, but there were some issues with them itself. Actually, I had cleared the interview as well.
Okay.
But at the last moment, I could not get through.
Requirement should have changed.
Yeah,
Happens
yeah.
most of the time. So was it comfortable all three interviews? Any questions you find it difficult, which you think some of the aspiring students could focus on it? Any area you find from an interview perspective needs a special attention?
So from my perspective, for me, logic building is a little tough, to be honest. So they ask more questions on logic building, and also, similar questions in logical questions as well. So I think that's one thing people have to concentrate on.
Logic building. Okay, but you did not get any questions in that
Regard
logic building. As you said, logic building is a bit tough for you, and you did not get any
Yeah,
questions in this area, right?
yeah, correct.
Okay, so that's lucky. Apart from that, anything else in interview you faced? Any learning points? Any specific statistics area or something which you think is more important?
I think there are many questions focused on statistics area as well.
Okay.
So that's one part that we have to concentrate on as well.
Specifically, is it more into hypothesis testing or EDA part? Which area in statistics? I know it's like 4 months before or something, right? So
Yeah, so it's mostly on data distribution and EDA part.
Data distribution and statistics. Okay, that's all right. Wonderful. Some of the people are asking already before you joined, I guess, or after you joined, asking why are you transitioning from developer to analyst?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, I'm a bit weak in logic building, and development takes a little more of my time, and I find it tough. So analytics was more of my strength, my communication, be it my communication and how easy it was for me to work with data. So I think that's the reason I made a transition from development to data analytics.
Right. I'll add a couple of points to you. But for Shreya, it's a strength. So it's an easy call for her to shift from development to analytics. But it's not just her. A lot of developers are shifting towards analytics and data science areas. It's because of this is a very growing area. The growth of your career will be on the fast track. And if you love it, it's a bonus, right? You'll be more interested, more excited in the world. And also the salary packages, if you look at the longer run, data analysts, business analysts, or data scientists are paid relatively much higher than a developer as in the market. Okay. Okay. I think Shreya, from a success story perspective, I think that's all. Any final sentences? I mean, we have questions about 10 or 15 questions in the session. But before that, I would like you to make some closing statement, any pointers for the aspirants from your side.
Yes. So I was actually, scared about making a transition in my domain because down the lane, I might not, I had a fear that I might not have a chance to, settle in the domain again. But DataMites actually made this transition easier. I had a lot of support from Shali and Farzana as well. And also, if people are looking to get into business analytics and data analytics, I think it is very important to focus on areas like statistics and also data visualization for that matter. So it's not a difficult thing to do if you're interested in and you're really passionate about. I think it's very easy to achieve in this domain. I think this is pretty much from my end, sir.
Okay, thank you, Shreya. That's quite simple and straightforward. I think I agree with all the points. Thank you very much for some. All right, then we will jump into the questions. We have some 10 questions. Most of them are repeated. Some I can take. There's a question from Liban. The question is, what's the difference between data science and data analyst? Liban, this is a very often asked question. The goal of both are same. Both are trying to make the data useful for the business. So in simple words, insights from data is what we say. We transform the data to a meaningful information, right? The difference is data science uses more technology, maybe programming, machine learning, big data, stuff like that. Whereas data analysts use traditional statistics. So that's the major difference, right? The goal of both data analytics professionals and data scientists are same. Data scientists are more into technology, machine learning, predictive analytics, big data. Whereas data analysts mostly use traditional statistical techniques as well as BI tools like Tableau and Power BI. Okay. A question from LinkedIn from Utesh Devadiga. The question is BA or data scientist, which is good, which means business analyst and data scientist. Do you need to learn AI in future if you are pursuing data science course currently? AI and or machine learning, I would say machine learning is more relevant to data science because we do mostly a classical algorithms for predictive modeling. Yeah, AI is a tool for data science. Knowing AI is a requirement of being a data science. When I say AI, I'm specifically talking about machine learning. When you ask about business analyst and data scientist, as I said, more or less both do the same thing, but data science is more technical. So if you are a business analyst, you can smoothly move into data science role at any point of time in your career. And if someone has already done the CDS like data science course, they already have the skills, but enter a company as a data analyst. For them, it is just a very small step to become a data scientist. So another question from LinkedIn, John Gyan Prakash. What is the approach for non-IT person to get into data career or analyst? I think as Shreya said, it is not really a problem for non-IT as well. If you're passionate, it may take a few weeks more for you to learn the programming languages and related things, but that's it. So maximum month difference. So if you're passionate, you can easily transition. And IT is not really a requirement. Okay, and I have a question from Pashton. I would like to inform you that I'm experiencing difficulties in audio. Okay, everyone is today. I don't know what's happening. Okay. I have a question from YouTube, Stanny. I think it's also for me. Hi, sir. I have 1 year of experience and I'm working as a SailPoint developer. All right. So my experience would be counted if I do course from DataMites. I think even Shreya can answer it. Shreya, you have 1 year of experience in development as well as full stack. Then you transition to business analyst. So you can answer this. It will be counted as experience. What is your experience in this?
So can you just repeat the question? I didn't get it.
Yeah, I will. There's a question from John, YouTube channel. The question is, he has 1 year of experience as a developer, very similar to you, right?
Yeah.
And the question is whether this will be counted as experience when you're looking for jobs in business analysts or data analysts.
Yeah, surely it'll be counted as experience. But there'll be a very common question from the employers, like why change in your domain? But still, it will be counted as an experience. And in my personal experience, as a BA, my 1 year of development experience is also, an added point because it adds even more, weight to your resume as well.
Wonderful. Crisp and clear answer. Nothing to add to it. Thank you, Shreya. One question from Rohit Chauhan. And his question is, could you tell us something about your interview, the types of questions? I think I have asked several times. How much math question is required for this particular job? So, Shreya, question back to you. One of our attendees is asking whether is there any math questions being asked in this?
As such, I know that there are no mathematics questions asked. For me at least, in 3 of my interviews, I did not get any math-related questions. But considering statistics, I think maths is also important. So you'll get a hold of statistics if you have a good knowledge in maths.
Okay, thank you. Oh, the same person assistance regarding job placements through DataMites?
Yes, actually, like I mentioned earlier, I've received immense support from DataMites placement team, and every time that I had an interview, they had a follow-up call with me as well. And based on my experience with the interview, they again used to follow up with the company, and also, they supported me a lot during placements.
Right. So this job is through placement assistant team. What's his name? Rohit. So this is for Shreya. This is a job is through placement assistant, but people from outside India. So we support across the world. For example, from Australia to US to even African countries, we have started collaboration with US companies as well now, right? For outside India, it's mostly a support assistance in terms of arranging mock calls, reviewing the interviews you attended and stuff like that. But in India, we have an active tie-up with many companies. So we do place people directly through placement services. Okay. Noriel has a question, career-wise, which has a better pay? Is it developer or analytics? Analytics, no questions about it. And if you look at any researchers, any data aggregation from PayScale or World Economic Forum, Forbes, you see there is at least 30% higher salaries the analytics folks get when compared to developers. There are very niche developers, some very, some areas where you don't get it. These guys are very like less than 1%. They usually have very high salaries and it's not matching with your industry. So those are exceptions, right? But apart from that, in general, analytics professionals get easily 20 to 30% higher salaries with a similar profile when compared to developers. All right. So what are the scope of as a role after data science course? Rahul, you could become data analyst, business analyst, machine learning engineer, data scientist itself. They are very related, right? So there is a big, actually, I have given a complete session on preparing for jobs. It's about 1.5 hours. You can find in YouTube channel of DataMites. That entire session, it's about 6 months ago, I guess. Is on that. You can refer that. Okay. I do have a lot of questions. I'm going to take up the questions which are not overlapping with the previously answered questions. Okay. Okay. Someone is asking request webinar on understand the journey of Ashok Veda. Myself. How do you move to developer to a DS company? I'm not a developer. Yeah, I was a developer. I have 20 years of experience. First 3 months of my career is developer, right? So I think 20 years is not in development. I'm purely into management, architecture, of course, IT architecture, and 14 years or 15 years in entrepreneurship. I have more than 15 ventures across the world. So if you want to learn a journey as an entrepreneur, I'll be perfect. And in fact, last 7-8 years is completely into data science and AI. I love to have it. If someone asks, more than happy to tell my story. Okay, so that's all it seems. Great. All right. Thank you, Shreya. In spite of your driving, you have difficulty with internet. I even asked DataMites to reschedule this, but you came online. Took time. I really appreciate people who have crossed that like transition bar of getting into data analyst or business analyst or data scientist, taking some time to answer or inspire others. Thank you for your time, Shreya.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, and thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. And I thank everyone else. I wish all the best to Shreya, of course, and then everyone who is in here pursuing the career in data science or data analysis. All right. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Have a good Sunday. Bye-bye. Thank you, Shreya. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.